And the Baltimore Sun says a statue of U.S. Chief Justice Roger Taney was removed from the Maryland State House grounds overnight. Taney wrote the Supreme Court's notorious Dred Scott decision, which upheld slavery. There are an estimated 1,500 Confederate symbols on display in the United States. More than half a dozen of them in at least 4 states have been taken down since Saturday's violence in Charlottesville, Virginia. Proposals have been made to remove several others, and one of them is Georgia's Stone Mountain, America's largest Confederate monument. Manuel Bojorquez is there with a renewed debate over its future. Manuel, good morning.
Good morning. The entire carved surface of Stone Mountain spans 3 acres and is larger than Mount Rushmore. It depicts 3 Confederate leaders, Robert E. Lee, Jefferson Davis, and Stonewall Jackson. There are now renewed calls to change that. Across the country, Confederate statues are being pulled down, hoisted up, and driven away. But at Georgia's Stone Mountain, removing this Confederate memorial is a bit more complicated. When you look at that carving, what do you see?
I see 3 white men on horses still fighting a battle that was ended 140 years ago.
Edward Williams is one of hundreds petitioning to remove or alter the massive monument.
The images and the monuments and statues are representation of individuals that wanted to maintain and keep a way of life that treated African Americans as non-citizens, and we want those images removed from public spaces.
But how could you remove this, though?
Well, we can remove it the same way it was placed there, using the stone cutters.
The mountain is considered the birthplace of the modern Ku Klux Klan more than a century ago. It's also where white supremacists clashed with counter-protesters in 2015. But controversy hasn't stopped it from becoming the state's most visited attraction that even includes a laser light show.
We understand the sensitivities of the carving.
John Bankhead is with the Stone Mountain Memorial Association.
Any changes to the park would have to come through the state legislature and a change in the law.
Do you see that happening in the near future?
No, I don't.
Bertram Hayes Davis is the great-great-grandson of Confederate President Jefferson Davis. While he believes Confederate monuments should be removed from public spaces, he thinks differently about Stone Mountain.
Because of the significance of that sculpture as an artwork, I think that it appeases a lot of people to look at that, and I think it should remain where it is.
One person urging people to move past the monument's debate is civil rights icon Andrew Young, who feels there are bigger battles. Still, this remains a rallying point for hate groups. A self-proclaimed KKK member filed a request for a permit to burn a cross on top of the mountain in October. It was denied. Norah?
All right, Manuel, thank you.